Good morning, Shweta. Today we are going to see the last topic in our 9th unit, which is called the statistical quality control. Okay, the statistical quality control. That is, here we are going to see the quality control techniques. Okay, where we are going to check the quality of the raw materials, the process, the machines, etc. as and when we do in the factories or in our workshops. Okay, so the two causes of the variations are the chance causes or the assignable causes. Chance causes, we know it is a random cause which is natural. Okay, whenever there is a manufacturing process, then there will be a variation. Okay, then it can be because of rain, flood, power cuts, etc. Assignable causes is like the production process is done is abrupted due to non-random causes. Non-random causes means the delivery of the raw materials or the machines fault in the machines or the defective raw materials. All these are caused by are the assignable causes. Okay, so to check that, we are going to study about the process control. So we have two control charts. Okay, one is called the mean chart and other one is the range chart. Okay, we will see that. Before that, what is the control chart? The control chart is mainly to check whether the process is in standard level and whether we are going to improve the standard level or reduce the problems which are arising, which is going to be out of the standard level. Okay, so now we will be having three lines. One line is the central line, that is CL. Then there is one upper control line and the other one is the lower control line. Okay, so upper control line is the upper limit of the tolerance and the lower control limit is the lower limit of the tolerance. We will be having a curve or we will be plotting the curve like this. Okay, now middle is the center line, upper one is the upper control line and the lower one is the lower control line. Okay, we are going to plot the charts like this and we are going to decide whether the processes are in control or is out of control. Okay, even if one or more data points fall outside the control limit, we say the process is out of control. So 2 points we have to take in consideration. We are going to plot the points like this using these three lines. Okay, then the second one is if this points, either one of the point or two of the points are outside the limits, we say the process is out of control. Now coming to the variables. What are the two variables we are going to talk about here is for the mean and for the range. So the charts for the mean and charts for the range. Okay, we are going to construct the chart. How are we going to construct the chart? First one is we are going to do for the X bar. Okay, then for the R chart we are going to calculate the R. How are we going to calculate the R? It is from X max minus X min. This I will tell you in one of the problems in the exercise, then you will understand. So these are the formulas you should know. Okay, in the case 1, when X bar is given, when the X bar is given and SD are given, you should do it like this. And in the case 2, when X bar and SD are not given, SD means standard deviation. When they are not given, we use this. That is UCL is equal to X bar double bar plus A2 into R bar. CL is equal to X double bar and LCL is equal to X bar minus A2. We will not be using mostly this formulas. You should learn only this formulas. Okay. Then coming to the R chart is UCL equal to D4 into R4 R bar and CL equal to R bar and the LCL is equal to D3 into R bar. Okay. With this, we will be doing the exercises. Then you will learn to draw this. Okay, but before that you should be very careful because this is all a graph sheet related problem. So I would say you can buy 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 graph sheets and you have to stick it near after each sum. Okay, the theory part or the calculation part we will do it in a plain paper and on the nearby you have to stick the graph. How are we going to draw the graph? See, this is the sum. Say this is the sum example. Sum, there they have given the X sample number, X bar and R. Okay, they are asking us to draw the mean chart. So first of all we have to draw the mean chart, and they have given the values n equal to 5, 8 equal to 0.58, and D3 equal to 0 and D4 equal to 2.115. First of all, x double bar means we are going to add all this x bar. Okay, add all that x bar and divide by 10. So that is 442 divided by 10 will give me 44.2. Now coming to r bar, same thing, add all the ranges r and then divide by 10, that will get 5.8. Now I got these two values. Now I am going to find UCL, CL and LCL. UCL x double bar plus A2 into r bar. X double bar is 44.2 plus A2 they have given in the problem 0.58 into r is 5.8. A2 they have given us 0.483. 1 minute, there is a mistake here. They should have taken this as 0.58 only. Okay, then when we add these two things, you will be getting the answer as 47. Then for the CL, it is x double bar which is equal to 44.2. Then for LCL, it is the formula. Again, you have to apply the formula, you will get the value. Now I am going to plot. What I am going to plot? First of all, you should draw the center line. What is the center line? Center line is starting at 44.2. So I am not going to mark from 0 to I will take only the points from where I want. So from my range should be between 41, 44 and 47. So I have taken from 37. Why? I have to plot these values. So what is the value? Lowest value here 37. So from 37 I have taken the values. So from 37 till 53 I am plotting the y value, and for x value I am plotting from 1 to 10. That is the sample number. This will be the x bar. Okay. Then first I will draw the central line. Then I will draw the two dotted lines. For one is for UCL, one is for LCL. Adukapram then I will plot the points. All the points. For 1 it is 43. Okay. Then for 2 it is 49. For 3 it is 37. Like this all till 10 values I will be plotting. Then I will draw the lines. Okay. Then now if I see 2 points are outside the limit. What is the point? 49 and 51. These 2 points are outside the limits. Again here these two 37 are outside the limits. So what I can say, 4 points are outside the limits. 4 points fall out of the control limits. So the process is out of control. Okay, this is how I am going to do the problem in this exercise 9.3. Okay, first of all, going to the 14th problem. Okay, they have given the values directly x bar and r. Okay, with these values we can go. What is this? Double x bar, sigma x bar divided by number of samples. So that is 162 by 10, which is equal to 16.2. Now coming to r bar, sigma r by n, that is 74 by 10, which is equal to 7.4. What they have given, A2 is 0.58, D3 as 0 and D4 equal to 2.115. You can divide the page into 2. Here you can write the UCL chart, that is the you can write this chart as our x bar chart. This line you can write as x bar chart, this box. This is the range chart. Okay. Now write the formula UCL equal to x double bar plus A to R. So you can find the UCL. Then CL we know, which is nothing but the center line or the center limit, which is equal to x double bar, which is equal to 16.2 itself. LCL, which is equal to 11.908. So we have these three values. Now for the range chart, UCL equal to D4 into R bar, which is equal to 15.651, and the R bar equal to 7.4, and the lower limit will be mostly 0 because always the D3 value is equal to be 0. Okay, now I have to plot the values in the graph sheet. Okay, I don't have a graph sheet with me, but in the next video I can draw or I can take a photograph and send it across. You have to take a graph sheet, and in the same graph sheet you can split the problem, or you can draw two graphs in the same sheet. Okay, middle of the sheet you take, in the upper middle you can draw the chart for x bar, and in the lower half you can draw the chart for the range chart. Okay, Now for the upper chart, my CL will be 16.2 and then my upper control limit will be 20.49 and for the lower limit it will be 11.90. You have to be very careful with the decimal points. Decimal points should be included. Okay. Now what are the points which I will be having from the problem? I will be having from 14. 14 is my lowest limit and my highest limit is 18. Okay, so 14 and 18 will be mostly within this 20. Okay, and my lower limit is 11. So we can, by this values itself, within this range itself, we can say all the points are within the control limits. So therefore the process is in control. This conclusion carries 1 mark. Okay, these values calculation carries 2 marks. Then the graph plotting will carry 2 marks, so 4 marks. This conclusion will carry 1 mark. Okay. Then coming to the 15th problem. 15th problem is they have given again the x bar and r. Okay. Now we can use the same formula, x double bar equal to x, sigma x bar divided by number of samples, 462 by 10, that is 46.2. Then for r bar, sigma r by n, that is 68 by 10, which is equal to 6.8. Now A2 equal to 0.58, D3 equal to 0 and D4 equal to 2.115. With the x bar chart and the range chart, we can find out the values using the formulas. After finding this, you can plot the points. When I plot the points, again I can say 4 points are falling out of the control limits. Okay. Now look at the problem. In the problem I can say my lowest limit is 39. Okay. My upper limit is 49. Okay. So it is between 39 and 49. 51. Yes. 39 and 51. Okay. But my UCL is falling at 50. So 51 is higher than 50.14 and 39 is lower than. So I will be getting some points outside this limit. So that means the process is out of control. Now coming to the third problem, that is the 16th problem. Here they have not given the range directly. We have to calculate the range. So for that we have been given 3 observations. Okay. So my range is calculated as the maximum value minus the smaller value. Okay, which is the maximum value? 42 is the maximum value and minus smaller value is 42 minus 32 is 10. Okay, so similarly for the second sample number, my highest observation is 40, my lowest is 28. 40 minus 28 is 12. Similarly, for the third one, 39, lowest is 28, highest is 52. When I subtract this, I will get 24. And for the fourth one, my lowest is 31, highest is 50. So that is 19. So fifth one, the difference is which is the lowest and which is the highest. The lowest is 34, highest is 45. For the sixth one, lowest is 21, highest is 50. So the difference is 29. For the seventh sample, the lowest is 35, highest is 52. So the remainder is difference is 17. And for the eighth one, the lowest is 22, highest is 44. The difference is 22. Then how will we be calculating the x bar? They have not given x bar directly. Okay. So I will be adding these 3 first. 32, 36, 42. Then divide by 3. Okay. Add 32 plus 36 plus 42 and divide that by 3. I will be getting my x bar. So my x bar is nothing but 32 plus 36, that is 68 plus 42. 68 plus 42 divided by 3. So that is becoming my x bar, which is equal to 36.7. Okay, 36.7. This is what I have calculated and written here. Okay, then for the second observation, add all the 3x and divide by 3. Similarly, I am finding for all the 8 observations. Okay, then I can proceed with my same usual calculations. They have given our values of A2 and my D4. Okay, if you observe, they are all of the same value. A2 is 0.58 everywhere. Okay, most of the time A2 is 0.58 and D4 is 2.115. Okay, so accordingly we use it, and here we plot the graphs. For X bar chart, I will be getting the UCL as 56.124 and the CL as 37.71, and for the LCL as 19.29. And here in the range chart, I will be getting UCL as 46.332 and the CL as 18 and the LCL as 0. Now with these things and with my observations, I can say my lower limit is 19.29 whereas my upper limit is 56.24. Okay, in this ratio, in this variations, I can say all these values are within this two values. Okay, so I can say in both the charts all the points fall within the control limits, hence the process is in control. Okay, and Shweta, I'll tell you, you have to take a graph sheet and draw it accordingly. Okay, I will draw my graphs and I can send it across to you in WhatsApp. Okay, but you should have a graph sheet and you should learn to draw, because there will be mark for graph. Okay, there is mark for graph. Even in the exam, in that booklet, you should use that graph sheet which is given in the booklet, answer booklet. Okay, wow. So you should practice drawing this. This is very easy. You can attain 5 marks fully. No issues in this. ரொம்ப சிம்பிளாக கால்குலேட் பண்ணிவிட்டு நம்ம ஆன்சர் வரைஞ்சி போயிட்டே இருக்கலாம். 5 மார்க் அப்படியே வந்துடும். ஸோ தயவு செஞ்சு இந்த டாப்பிக்கை ஈஸி தான். தயவு செஞ்சு டோன்ட் ஸ்கிப் திஸ் டாபிக். கிராஃப் ஷீட் வச்சு வரைஞ்ச கிராஃபுக்கு யூ வில் கெட் 2 marks. சரியா? ஸோ யூ ஹேவ் டு பி வெரி கேர்ஃபுல். ஆனால் வெரி ஈஸி டு score the marks. Okay, now the 17th one, they have given directly our X bar and the range, so we can directly calculate the X double bar, that is which is equal to sigma X bar by n, that is 106.6 by 10, that is 10.6. Then the R bar, which is equal to 6.3. Then I will be finding the values for this chart. It is 0.58 into 63 and it is 2.115 into 6.3. If you multiply and then you can get the answer. Then when you find the answer, you can go ahead with the LCL. Now when I plot, I can say all the values. So you can check it with the eyes itself. It is 14.31 and lower limit is 7. Here in the sum, what they have given, which is the highest limit here, my highest limit is 11.8. Okay, and my lowest limit is 9.6. Okay, so within the limit, these limits will fall within this, the 14.31 and 7. Within these two limits, all they will come inside. So the process is in control. Okay, now this 18th problem. 18th problem, again they have not given the X bar and R. We have to calculate the X bar. I have calculated. It is 12.5, 12.6, 12.4, 12.4, 12.5, 12.5, 12.7, 12.5, 12.5, 12. The range. Okay, range, it is the difference between the higher observation and the lowest observation. 12.7 minus 12.3, 0.4. 12.9 minus 12.4, it is 0.4. This minus this, it is 0.5. This minus this, it will get 0.4. This minus this, 1. This minus is 0.3. This minus is 0.3. This minus is 0.3. This minus is 0.3. And here this and this, not the 0.7. Okay, this and this you will get 0.7. Okay, now with all these values I have taken that and I have calculated. I can say again, here all the points are within the control limit, so the process is in control. Similarly, coming to the 19th problem. 19th problem is all, they have given the X bar and the R directly, so you can very well go ahead calculating the X bar, double bars, and then you can, for the X bar chart and the range chart, you can find the UCL, CL and the LCL. Here we say 2 points are coming out of the control limits. Okay, so the process is not in control. Okay, then coming to the 20th problem. 20th problem, again here in the conclusion I can say one point is falling out of the control. Even if one point is falling out of the control, I can say the process is not in control. Okay. Then in the 21st problem, again we have to calculate our x bar and r. X bar I have calculated 42, 40.4, 41, 40.6. R is 2554. X double bar, R bar I calculate with the given data. Then I can go ahead with my X bar chart, range chart, and I can say in the conclusion, in the X bar chart and the R chart, all the points fall within the control limits. So the process is in control. Okay. With this, I will be completing my 9th unit. Okay. For the next video, I will be starting with our 10th unit. We will be having 3 topics or 3 exercises. Okay. I will be having 3 more video classes, so I will be completing exactly each exercise in each video. If you have any doubts, please call me or message me, Shweta. You have to use graph sheet for this all 7 problems. Okay. If you have any doubt, please message me. I will draw the graphs in the graph sheet and I can send it across to you. Okay. Thank you.